Hey everybody, welcome to Liberals and Idiots Volume 3, the Liberal Press. Okay, we've had two mass shootings over the past, basically within a week of each other. We had the Colorado Springs shooting with the guy saying no more baby parts. Then we had San Bernardino, California, with the acts of terrorism that those two people there committed. And naturally, the type of gun control did come up, like everything else. Our commander-in-chief, or bastard-in-chief, whatever you want to call him, we both know he's not fit to be president anyway. But he was talking about extending background checks and including people on the no-fly list should not be able to buy guns. Okay, well, here's the thing. Here's where the problem begins. There's really the criteria for the no-fly list. It's very vague, very foggy. I mean, you can do almost anything on the no-fly list. If you even have a terrorist-sounding name, if you look like a terrorist, it's a real vague list, and it's honestly made the Department of Homeland Security and stuff look like a laughingstock. But there's no solid criteria on what constitutes being put on it. It's caused a lot of it's been mistaken identity. It's had mistaken identity cases. Kids have been put on, like 5 years old, and young kids have been put on it too as well. And the thing is, the people being put on it, they're law-abiding citizens traveling to and fro, whether it be for work or what have you. They're put on it, and they're not even terrorists. So, it's creating a lot of inconveniences. There's been lawsuits filed over it. And that's just a bad idea. Unless they have a solid criteria for the no-fly list, they just need to leave that off. There's plain and simple. And, then we have that. Then we have the liberal press having failed persuasion that gun control is working. I want to start off with the New York Times magazine front page editorial on firearms, and basically, it was December 4th when they posted the article, and it was they said that it is a let's see how they put that. It's a moral outrage and a national disgrace that people can buy weapons that can kill people quickly and efficiently. That, the RLEX leaders are creating a market for illegal guns. They're creating this for terrorism. They're creating that for terrorism. And they also said that they're being, in the article, they're basically saying that the semi-automatic rifles, the AR-15, anything semi-automatic, it's being marketed in the light of, it's saying they're marketing for the use of vigilantism, which is taking a lot in your own hands. Then they're also planting seeds for insurrection, which is rebellion. And here's the thing: these companies, they're not tending to go out and take the law into your own hands. They're not intending to go rebel against the government. No, they're not doing that at all. What they're actually doing is they're telling people to stand up for their rights. They're encouraging Americans to protect their families and their rights in our American way of life. They're not trying to go out and fight the government. They're trying to protect what we have, protect our country, protect our Constitution, protect our freedom. And that's what. I don't understand how the New York Times would misconstrue that and say that they're promoting vigilantism and rebellion. I mean, here's the thing. The right to bear arms. The only way to keep our nation as is an armed populace. The Second Amendment right is what keeps the United States citizen from becoming a servant, becoming a slave. The right to bear arms is why countries stay free. The right to bear arms. That's why we're the only country in the world right now that can basically get guns left and right. And there's a reason we are that way. We used to be under the United Kingdom. We was under a royalty system. We've been treated very unfairly, and we had to take up arms to fight for our freedom and our independence, because we didn't want to have any more of what the king was doing to us back when Great Britain rolled over here. That's the problem with the whole thing. And the thing is, like I said, without firearms, without an armed population, you will be slaves. It's plain and simple. But, again, this is their opinion. Now, then, to end the article, they said that they should take away certain kinds of firearms, like basically AR-15. There's a very highly powerful semi-automatic weapons they all whine about. And they said that people that own these should be forced to give them up, should be made by law enforcement or the government, really, to give these up by force, and for the good of society. And quite frankly, I think that's a crock of shit. That is something you would hear a communist or a socialist say, is something along those lines. When Hitler was initiating gun control in the Third Reich in Nazi Germany, that's kind of what they were doing to get guns. Well, it's for the great. It'll keep your children safe. This, that, and the other, and that's how people lost their guns, by spewing Hitler-type rhetoric. And them saying that just told me it sounded very communistic. The next article that I seen that kind of got my attention, I don't know how far it made it, but it was made by, that woman's name was Phoebe Maltz Bouvet, something of that nature, something, I can't really pronounce the last name. I found it. I was reading the Patriot Nurses Facebook page, and then I seen that article, and this woman, she's pretty. She's an American. She is a patriot. So I can't really. I don't have nothing negative to say about the woman, nor, she's. At times she can seem a little bit ballsy. But then again, she is a patriot, so she believes in freedom just like the values here at Outlaw Ordinance. But in this article, this woman says that we need to ban all guns, and she's going to the point of not just certain kinds of guns, not just these guns, those guns, all guns. Even the police should not have their guns. Ban all guns. So. Basically, the article, quite frankly, it's all too communist for my liking. She's saying that, she was talking about the anti-gun crowd, saying that, well, just ban certain types. She said they're too timid to try to trample any further than that, because it would be like a racist move or something like that. But then she said there's the progressives saying basically get what you want to, kill this, kill that, and kill everything else. And, well, that's the light she portrays in her exact words, but that's just my opinion of the article. And basically, it's saying basically what we limit to farms, what small white towns to let that way they can be left to shoot each other, and that's. Basically, it's an insult. It sounds to me like it's an insult to the South to an extent, because you see the South has big gun culture, which, I'm in Kentucky, so that's kind of, I guess, Southern. I've been called a redneck, so I guess it's Southern. And here's the thing about both these articles. Neither of these people, they're presenting their opinion, but they're not presenting them with any common sense facts. You can say your opinion, I have to back your opinion up, but if you're going to say something that's going to make people mad, or really mad, defend it. Like me, gun control does not work. And I tell you, I don't give facts directly, but I can tell you where to go to find the information at. I get my information from police websites, and crime organizations, things like that. I don't use right-wing media. I don't use left-wing media because both sources are biased. So when I do my opinions, I make sure I check with an unbiased source. So, you know, and that's basically it. But these, if you guys notice on these anti-gun things, these liberals are generally, it's almost like they have a condescending nature towards guns and the people that like guns and conservatives. And it's not right. I mean, conservatives are not bad people. Liberals aren't bad people. It's just there's some topics you just need to leave alone, like guns. They tried. Guns have been around since the dawn of time. Well, since America's been born. We've not given them up then, and we're not going to give them up now. It's cut and dry. But that's all I got this evening. I do have some videos coming up a little bit later. I have a video of my stock, of me taking apart my Mauser stock. So stay tuned for that. Me and my wife, we made some survival. It was like survival bars. We filmed that. That should be up too. But guys, hey, look, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, comment. Join us on Facebook. I'll post the link as always at the bottom of the video. Everyone, take care. Have a nice weekend and have a happy holiday. I'll see you guys the next time. Thanks for all the support.